I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA.
Let's go!
If you're ready to party, let me hear you scream.
You're listening to Locura Radio Show.
Here on Indie Jamz.
This is Michael, and you are listening to Locura Radio Show. I am here with the lovely ladies of Locura. Who do we have across from me?
This is Val.
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 How are you doing?
I'm great.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know you were here.
You see me.
And then next to me, who do I have?
Good morning, this is Reese.
Oh my gosh.
So excited.
This is amazing.
Why do I feel like I'm in a bad episode of Sesame Street?
It might be. It might be. I feel like that every day around here. But that's all right. Hey guys, we are Locura Radio Show, your favorite Saturday morning show. We are here live. If you're listening to us on our TuneIn radio app via Indie Jamz Radio, we appreciate you. Make sure you're out there driving safe or mopping your floors safe as well. Don't slip and fall.
Mopping your floors safe.
You know, it's Saturday morning in a Puerto Rican household. You are mopping or sleeping or dancing around while doing it all simultaneously. So, and of course, if you want to go ahead and interact with our show, we have a Facebook Live on our Facebook page where you can chat with us, ask us questions. We have an amazing show this morning, don't we?
What?
Yeah, we do.
Are you sure, Val?
Yeah. Minus DJ Sam Wise.
Minus DJ Sam Wise. DJ Sam Wise, again, is out. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's climbing Mount Everest today. So
I highly doubt that.
Good luck to Sam.
He's living his best life.
He's living the best life he can.
He doesn't seem like the athletic type. That's what I'm trying to say.
That is... Wow, Val. Cross the line.
Again, Sam, all in love. This is how you know we missed you.
I have a good point. So we went somewhere on Thursday, and he saw a bunch of bikers. He's like, nope, I would never do that.
What?
Yeah.
Like just in Winter Park, like just biking? And
yeah, off of Mills.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Well, he won't bike. That's what we're saying. All right, and of course, you can listen to us live on our website, locuraradio.com. Today's show, we have some great topics. We're going to be talking about guilty pleasures, including your movies, your music, your food, things that you won't admit that you like or that you listen to or that you eat in front of people in public. And then we're going to be talking about PDA, public displays of affection. Is it a yes or is it a mess? That's going to be a good one. And also, we got an interview actually with an artist who submitted, indie artist. We featured him on Friday on our Instagram. So if you didn't check him out, make sure you check him out. Good Friday Hip Hop. So we're going to have a short interview and play his song a little later at the top of the hour. But first, of course, like every morning, we're going to go ahead and go straight into music and come back with In Case You Missed It. So make sure you stay tuned. And like Sam Wise says, enjoy.
Hey, this is Val, and you're listening to the Locura Radio Show. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Locura Radio Show. See you there.
And welcome back to Locura Radio Show. My name is Mike, and I'm here with Val and Reese again. This is a beautiful Saturday morning. How are y'all feeling today?
Good. It is a beautiful Saturday morning.
It's nice. It's really nice.
Started with sun showers.
Did it?
Yeah, over my way the whole way. It was like bright and hot and still freaking doing the Florida sun shower thing. I'm like, seriously?
Oh, but you left like really early, right?
Yeah, I was trying to get here like at 9 or 9:05.
Man, look at you being all responsible.
I know, right? On my responsible tip.
What about you, Val?
This morning?
Yeah, this morning. How'd you go?
I woke up.
Oh, okay. that's all we can ask for, I guess. Right?
I'm not a morning person, so
Man.
That's usually me scrambling to get ready in the morning.
That's amazing.
Then
that we have a morning show, and Val, our host, is not a morning
You already
person.
know my position on the timing of the show.
It's not changing.
So I don't even know why
I thought
you're
we were making
surprised.
it better by it being a brunch show, but I guess it doesn't really matter since we still have to be here early to do pre-production.
Yes, exactly.
So.
Yeah, it's an official breakfast show.
Yeah.
Breakfast club. We can't use that name, but you know it's cool. We can aspire to do that.
That's right.
Hey, in case you missed it this week, we got a few things to cover here. Some serious, some not so serious, but we're gonna get right into it. In case you did miss it this week, we had a shooting here. We're actually in Florida. Our show is here in Central Florida in Orlando. We're not that far, probably about a 2-hour drive from Jacksonville. And this week they had a shooting happen. It was in the Jacksonville Landing, which is kind of like their mall area by the riverfront.
It's more like a river, like a bayside.
Like a bayside, yeah.
Like a river walk.
Like in Miami, yeah,
Yep.
basically. And there's a Madden 2019 tournament that was happening here, or there, I should say. And it was at a pizza place, and this dude ended up opening fire there at the restaurant and at the tournament. The way everybody found out was actually through a live stream that one of the gamers was doing. So I was actually watching the video. They had a short clip of it. They were literally playing Madden, just having a good time, and then they have the little image self-imposed of them, and then all you'd hear just pops through the headphones, and then you hear the headphones drop, they scatter, and it could have been a lot worse. And I say that very delicately because people unfortunately did lose their lives. You had 2 people that actually got shot, and then the shooter as well committed suicide, and you had about 10 people injured that day. But it wasn't an automatic weapon, which was a good thing because it was so crowded.
Which was a good thing.
It's a good thing. It really is.
Yeah, he could have killed a lot more people and done a lot more
think about
damage.
it, in a pizza restaurant, like Chicago Pizza Place,
Right.
there, and it's a small area. There's a lot of gamers. Nobody's really paying attention except to the games. You know,
Right.
like when my mom calls me in my room and I'm playing a video game, it's like, I don't know dinner's ready until 5 hours later when I'm done playing Halo. But in that type of setting, it could have been a lot worse. It's unfortunate that people lost their lives, but it's one of those things, like, people still try to bring up the gun debate, which is, to me right now, is an important issue. I don't know if you guys voted on Tuesday. We had the primaries here.
Yes, sir.
So that was one of the main driving factors for me, actually looking at candidates and what their agenda is going to be. A lot of the times I went and looked into who was, against or for gun reform and things like that here. I've been watching the Rest in Power documentary as well, where they talk about the Stand Your Ground law that's here in Florida.
Right. That's been under fire since that.
Since the Trayvon Martin thing, and it's been like.
Well, it got worse a couple of weeks ago with that shooting that happened in the gas station parking lot.
I think what was that, like Clearwater? I think it was. Yeah, we talked about it too, and that's one of those things. It's like, and they took a few weeks as well, like almost 2 months, to finally bring charges to the guy.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I was watching something the other day.
What's crazy about that is the local police department refused to press charges because they said the man feared for his life, which is the stupidest thing in the world to me. You're yelling at a car with that man's wife and kids in it. The man pushes you, but you fear for your life? Anyways, but in Orlando, if you're listening from somewhere else, Orlando has local PD, and then it also has Orange County PD. So it was Orange County that said, no, we're pressing charges, because they also have jurisdiction. So that's crazy to me that
is crazy,
it took that, it took somebody else having jurisdiction also to say, no, this
to come in
and fix it.
Basically do your job, basically, yeah. So our thoughts and prayers, of course, we say that all the time, but that goes out to everybody in Jacksonville. Thank God it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Do you know anything about the shooter at the EA?
His name was David Katz. He was actually a gamer there.
He was a 2017
He won,
champion.
the championship. And looking at his face, I was like, I don't want to stereotype anybody, but you could tell, like, he's a loner. Everybody said it, like, he keeps to himself and stuff like that. And he lost, I guess, the first round or second round of this tournament.
And he lost it.
Came back with a gun and just started shooting up the
That,
place.
to me, was insane. Like,
Insane.
This was a champion from last year.
Yeah.
That
It just
threw
means
a
he can't
commission
do it.
fit.
He's a bad loser.
He's a sore loser. I mean, in the worst way. In the worst way. And it was senseless, to be honest. Like, me, as I play video games. If I get mad, I'm like, it sucks.
But who drives to a tournament with guns in their car? Like, I don't even understand
from
that.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
He's from Baltimore too.
That's
crazy.
That's so nuts to me.
That's crazy. But on a lighter note, though, I don't know if you guys heard this. Men's lingerie is making a comeback.
Okay,
I don't know if it's even.
Wait, I have to Google this while we're talking. So, what exactly is men's lingerie? What are we talking? Just silk boxer shorts like in the 80s?
No. We are talking about actual lacy underwear.
Stop it.
I have pictures.
Oh my God! Wait, are you gonna rock this?
Huh?
Are you gonna rock this?
No, I'm definitely not rocking this. No, this is definitely not a thing.
Stop it! So the first picture that pops up is bootyless banana hammocks. I don't know how else to describe
No,
it.
that's not even the lingerie.
I don't even want.
And you're right, they're lace and see-through.
Yeah, we're talking
with
about
like little strings, like the ladies wear.
It's very lacy, which, you know, if you're out there and doing it, that's your prerogative. You won't see me in that, but they are literally oops, sorry. Look at this. Look at this.
Wait, bras?
Yes, bras.
Oh
No,
my gosh.
stop.
It's a thing.
Oh wait.
So it was reported
I see
first
teddies and
in
stuff
London,
too.
and then whatchamacallit, Donald Trump Jr. actually trumped out.
He trumped it out?
He trumped it out. He trumped out about it. I meant to say tweeted about it,
But
but
Trump
trumping and tweeting
Oh,
are the same thing.
Mike created something. Let's see if that catches.
We're gonna
He
Trump
trumped
about it.
it.
Yeah, did you Trump about it? Instead of tweeting, if you're gonna tweet and tweet something stupid,
You're
you're now
trumping.
trumping. Yeah. So you're trumping about it. So anyways, his son trumped about this lacy lingerie. It's a thing now,
This
and it was
is
first reported in London.
crazy. Look at this.
Oh, that's insane. No, you're looking
What
at some
is
like.
that? No, this is off of Google. This is just straight Google images. What is
No,
that?
that's one of those.
Oh my God.
What do you call
Too
it?
far.
Those conventions that.
Oh, the
those
S&M
things?
conventions?
S&M, yeah, that's what you're looking at right
Oh
there.
my gosh.
That's not even in the same league.
That's
Well,
crazy.
because men's lingerie is just as accepted.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
This is beyond. Hey, Andrew. Got pictures to show you when I
Oh
get
gosh.
home.
All right. In other news, last week, actually, last Saturday afternoon, Senator John McCain passed away. He passed away at the age of 81. He decided to stop treatment with his fight for brain cancer, which I'm sure, was a hard decision for him and probably on his family. But, when you're in pain and you're going through something like that, you kind of know when.
Yeah, he passed
When
away
it's time
2
to
days
clock
after
out.
deciding that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. But, he, it's funny because I remember when he was running for president and how under fire he was for a lot of the stuff that he was saying. And then he became, since the Trump administration, became kind of a hero on both sides. On the Republican Party and also the Democratic side, where people were respecting him as a leader and defying basically, when they had that vote in
In the grand
Senate.
scheme of things, I think him running instead of Trump probably would have been a win, a better win
I think
situation.
so. Yeah.
But they were in his remembrance, they were talking about how both Democrats and Republicans were mourning him.
Oh, for sure.
And how everybody jointly, both parties were disgusted with the way President Trump has handled his death. And they were showing clips of how when he was running for president and he was doing the debates or when he was doing the rallies and people would say really disgusting things about President Obama, how he had such dignity that he would say that's not, and he would stop people.
No,
dead
of course,
sentence.
yeah.
That's not true.
Like he's
not a
decent human
Muslim.
being,
He's not.
he's great,
He is an
yeah.
American. Like
Yeah.
he would stop. He wouldn't let them just ramble on or encourage it like President Trump did during his rallies.
Of
So they were
course.
showing that, and I thought that was really cool.
It's a contrast that you see
Right.
between candidates, and not only McCain, but other candidates.
Other
that were
Republican
yeah,
candidates
of
too,
course.
yeah.
So it's weird, but he actually, in his remembrance as well. I know you brought that up. There was a quote that he did in his farewell statement. I wanted to read. He says, "Do not despair of our present difficulties, but believe always in the promise and greatness of America, because nothing is inevitable here. Americans never quit. We never surrender. We never hide from history. We make history." So I think that's kind of the legacy that he wanted to leave behind as well. So don't despair in whatever's going on in your life or in the country, whatever it is, just keep moving forward. That's my mantra.
There's some hidden pot shots at Trump in that letter too, which
Oh,
I thought were
yeah.
really cool. I mean,
Oh,
it's packed with shade.
Oh, it's a shady.
He was
nigga.
like, "I'm gonna go sit under my tree, so let me just throw this shade
I was
all the way over
I was about
there."
to call him Eminem. I'm like, yo, Slim Shady over here.
He did. He left some jewels for us to remember him.
To
by.
remember him by, yeah. If you're gonna go out, you go out.
Yep.
With a bang.
Popping,
Yeah, that's
popping and
right.
fighting.
But it was all worded very eloquently and very classy the way he did it. But it was nonetheless it was what it was. It was
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Speaking of President Trump, did you see that he colored the flag wrong this week? He had a visit.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
He had a visit to a school. I think it was. I forgot when. Was it last week, Val, or the beginning of the week?
It was last week.
Oh, that was
Because because another show already talked about this.
Your husband's show. It's okay. You can plug him. Go ahead.
Xavier and Geo show.
Cross promotion over here.
Yeah.
So he painted a red stripe, of course, which is correct, and then followed it with a blue stripe.
Yep.
Which is incorrect. The blue should be by the stars.
You know what's funny is I'm looking at his wife's picture and it was colored right.
Right?
How does that work?
Well, because she probably had to take a test to become a U.S. citizen.
Oh, you are so right.
And Trump did not.
And Trump did not.
Oh, man.
He was born in America. You would assume he knows what the flag looks like.
You would think.
I don't think he's ever looked at that flag.
Especially since you're the freaking president.
Especially
but okay.
if you live in the White House. If you live once these, there's flags everywhere. How do you not know the colors? They're
it's everywhere in your house. Yeah.
There's a pin on your lapel, I'm sure, that has an American flag. How can you... Oh, okay, anyways. Oh, another thing. Eminem just dropped an album. I think it was yesterday.
No,
yeah, he did.
Yesterday, right?
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Oh, is it any good?
Yes, it's fire, according to Gio.
Yeah?
Wow.
I haven't listened
That's a quote by
to a lot
Gio.
of
He
it.
throws some shade in there to a couple different
It
people.
wouldn't be an Eminem album if it wasn't packed full of shade.
I have a question for you.
Yeah?
How do you... I know you're from Detroit. How does Detroit feel about Eminem? Like, over the years?
They honestly, like, he... So I remember him growing up. He grew up in the same neighborhood I did.
Okay.
There was a store on the corner called the Hip Hop Shop, and it was where, you know how we all gather? Well, here for indie artists locally, it's either like Austin's or some of the other local spots. Okay, well, the Hip Hop Shop was like that. Okay. It was a record store that had a booth kind of like what we have here in the studio in the corner, and they used to throw freestyle battles. And people, not like the freestyle battles we do now where people pre-write stuff, but true blue, old school, New York style, freestyle off the top of your head battles. And he used to be this little random white boy who would come in there, and for years he watched, and then all of a sudden one day he jumped up, and he started, at first, you know, people weren't really listening, or they would just laugh or talk over him, but you know how you get that one time he spits out a line and he like throws you and everybody just stares at him? It was one of those moments.
So
and
it's
from
basically
there,
like the scene from 8 Mile when he
kind of, but he didn't choke or get laughed off.
Yeah.
They just would be like, "Who is this?" Because Detroit is also back then was very, very, very segregated. So white people weren't past certain streets, and vice versa with black people. And when they say DWB, driving while black, that was a real thing I lived through. I grew up knowing that if I crossed a certain street, I was going to get pulled over a block away and asked why I was coming over here. So it was kind of like that with him coming in there, like, where did you come from? And then St. Andrews was this huge church downtown that they turned into a nightclub. And that's where they would throw the big hip-hop shows. And so when he started to make a name for himself locally, that's where he would perform.
Okay.
So everybody's got a lot of love for him. Like, just,
awesome.
it's amazing. And then when his concerts come, like, forget it.
I'm
Like,
sure
they're
it's
sold out.
Yeah.
Like, the minute they go on sale, it's sold out.
The only thing I can compare that to was that big, as far as Eminem is concerned, probably the next biggest was from the West Coast when NWA would come into town.
Yeah.
Like, that was the only other thing I can compare to. But when Eminem and I've seen like clips of when he comes into town and how hype Detroit gets.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
I mean, all the love they show.
It's not even that he comes into town because he still lives
there. No, of course,
yeah. Yeah, he bought, he did what every Detroiter wants to do. So there's a part of Detroit called Grosse Pointe Isle, and it's an island. Literally, it's like a bridge that goes over, and it's where the Ford Mansion is. It's where the richest of old money is. And he did what every Detroiter aspires to do, and that was go buy a house where the old money is. So he's got this ridiculous house on the lake, and it's absolutely gorgeous. But he lives there. I know he travels a lot, but like his daughter goes to high school out there. Like, they're there. So, and he makes a lot of pop-in performances, and even while he didn't have albums out. So the concerts, are a big deal for us, but like, and people show up and show out, but that's a normal thing. Like, he lives there, and he is very much a part of that community. Which is great. So it's not like he's just, it's not like Madonna, she's from there and has never set foot there ever again. So,
Aretha Franklin Madonna over there.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Well, we had Val report that last week. Madonna Franklin.
Oh, speaking of, since we're going to talk about Aretha Franklin, can I jump in?
Yeah.
Okay, so why is Ariana Grande being shaded all over the internet? All over, as they say, black Twitter, quote unquote.
I don't know.
Because she performed yesterday. So Aretha Franklin's funeral yesterday was held in Detroit. And there's a church there called Greater Grace that I grew up. I mean, it's one of the biggest churches in Detroit. And so they had performances and speakers, and it was like a concert, like it was crazy. And the family themselves asked Ariana Grande to perform and to sing "Feel Like a Woman," and she showed up, in a short black dress, but hello, this is Ariana Grande. That's what she wears. And even though she's
tiny.
Yeah, but her little, those little tutu dress
Yeah,
things,
she's fine.
whatever. She looks 12, exactly. So they literally went in on her. Like, maybe 15 minutes after the funeral aired, people were all over Twitter like, pass the tea. We gonna talk about this. Her ponytail was longer than her hair. Da 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 da. I'm like, can y'all chill?
She's just talented.
Oh
Why
my
is
God,
that?
she
Sing
just
a
sang her
song.
life out. Yeah, and then the pastor was like, I know I'm old because I asked my daughter when I saw your name on the program, is that a new item at Taco Bell, Ariana Grande? I'm like,
Oh my
why is he
gosh.
so
Dad joke.
rude?
Dad joke. That was a dad joke.
Oh yes, to the truest form.
Val, why didn't you call that out? Why didn't you call it the dad joke? Stop smiling on Facebook, okay?
I'm trying.
Come to the show. We're
sorry.
having a live radio show on air.
I'm doing a technical support.
You know what?
But it's working.
Hey.
No, we can tell because you're smiling like a crazy person over there. At your
There we
iPad.
go.
I don't like the way I look on
Oh
the
my
camera. But
gosh.
anyway.
Anyway.
I just think, I saw a lot of memes about like how Bill Clinton was looking at her.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Probably staring
It
at
said, yeah, look at Ariana Grande, like, like Bill Clinton looks at her when Hillary's not looking.
He's a man, okay?
Oh no.
The man can look. He just can't touch.
It's just funny because, it's kind of like, the other one where they say, look at your woman like you look at the
of
waiter when
chocolate
your
cake.
food comes to the table.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what real love is supposed to look like, right?
Sometimes. Sometimes you get tired of looking at the same plate of chimichangas. You want to look at some enchiladas over there across the
Oh
street,
my
or some burritos
gosh.
over there. Whatever. Happens.
Different flavors for every
Different
week.
flavors for every lovers.
This guy's the guy at Menchie's, like picking 50 different kinds of yogurt for,
Shout out to
for
Menchie's.
his.
Shout out to Menchie's. Froyo. Froyo on fleek.
He's like, I want all the toppings.
Yeah.
All the
Speaking
toppings.
of all the
All the
toppings.
toppings.
Speaking of all the toppings, our next topic we're going to be talking about is guilty pleasures.
Ooh.
Ooh, so we love toppings. We love those toppings. We're going to take a quick break here, listen to some music. If you are listening to us on the TuneIn app and want to get in on the conversation, you can head over to our Facebook that is now live, thanks to our tech support, Val. So we appreciate you, Val. And if you want to join the conversation, let us know some of your guilty pleasures. What do you eat that you're not supposed to, or maybe that you look or maybe hide under the
I have one. It's
what
kind
do you hide?
it's really weird.
What do you do? Oh no, we'll wait.
We'll wait till the segment, and
Wait till the segment.
I'll tell you everything.
It can't be a Puerto Rican tradition either.
No, it's not.
Okay, because we
It's
all
not.
have that one.
It's a childhood food that I continue to eat sometimes
Donuts.
when Gio was away.
Donuts.
I think we all do the ketchup, eggs, and rice thing. So.
No, I never.
No, I
did.
never
No?
did.
No.
Am I the only Rican that does
Yep.
that? Wow.
No, that's not. That's
In this
common.
room,
Gio
it's
does
very
that.
common,
That's
yeah.
a common Puerto Rican thing.
Yeah.
But no, it's very Americanized.
Oh, okay. I got to hear this.
So we got food. We got any movies that you watch on Netflix when people are not looking, when people are not around. Any soundtracks that you blast in your car. I have one exactly that I want to share. But I will share for the first time here on air. So
You
make
guys
sure
already
tune
know
in.
mine.
Is it Disney?
Oh, yeah, we do. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Guilty Pleasures. Enjoy.
Rack Law! Rack Law! Rack Law! Rack Law! Call 813-748-3373. That's R-A-K Rack Law!
Welcome back to Locura Radio. This is Reese, and I'm here with Val and Mike, and we're about to get into our next topic of guilty pleasures. And I'm a little anxious because Mike says he's got some stuff to share.
Listen, first of all, I want to say how proud I am for Reese with that intro. She said Locura Radio.
Hey, that won't make it to the blooper reel.
Oh my gosh. That was like the first. I was anticipating Locura.
I'm just hoping you really have like a blooper reel on the.
I don't.
Honestly,
but I'll have to
at
go
this
through it.
point, I'm looking forward to it around Christmas because they said are at the end of the
Listen,
year.
That's going to be a 10-minute long blooper reel of just Locura.
That is way.
Oh my God.
That's
I'm
all.
giving you more than enough material. That's
You can do a remix.
Remix. Actually, we're going to have Samwise
Say,
remix
la,
that tape.
la cura.
That's going to be our new intro.
La cura.
What does la cura mean?
La
Nothing.
cura? La
La
cura?
Cura? The
Yeah.
Cure?
Like the cure?
The Cure, okay.
So you like the band The Cure?
Yeah,
is what you're
basically.
saying. I like The Cure. Speaking of guilty
mixed
pleasures.
Girl problems. Yeah, mixed girl problems.
All right, so let's get into this topic real quick. So we were talking about the other day. Actually, I posted something on Instagram. This is my first guilty pleasure that I have, and I didn't realize I had it
Until
I woke up one morning, and I had a song in my head, and it was from the movie The Greatest Showman.
Oh, that's right.
And then I started listening to the soundtrack, and there's like 2 or 3 songs there. I was almost about to cry in my bed listening to this music.
Can I tell you that that's
is.
Praven's favorite like CD soundtrack right now? Like when they're in the car, he will beg Andrew to play it. And he watches the movie, but he's not really a fan of the movie. He just loves that soundtrack.
Oh my god. I don't
and
know
he
what
sings all of it.
I don't admit it out loud until now on this radio show with hundreds of listeners, but besides that, I've never admitted that before. And I wasn't a fan of like the movie that much. Well, I saw it on an airplane as well, so it probably wasn't the same. No. Maybe like in the theater.
It was okay. Praven likes the movie, but he loves the soundtrack.
Were you a customer or were you working?
I was a customer.
Okay, so maybe you could appreciate it.
No, but it's still like, you know, you don't have the full soundtrack blowing in the ear and the theater full of like people, you know.
So you're talking about the movie theater
and
experience.
I think with music itself, music actually gets to me. So like I don't cry on anything, but if I hear like a good song, a good soundtrack, a good like
he's sensitive.
musical,
ladies,
like,
he's sensitive. He's
not
single.
Not that sensitive, but
he's a flight attendant.
He wants to take you around the world.
Travel the world with me.
That's a promise. He likes to sleep
Date
with ladies.
me, fly for free. That is my
There's the tagline.
motto.
There it is.
You know, I used that
Sales
on
pitch
Bumble and it didn't
101.
work. It didn't work. But that's all right. That's okay. What? Okay, music-wise.
You guys already know mine.
Okay, then give us something else. I know you say it every week. Accolades.
No, I like Disney music, specifically Beauty and the Beast. Like I'll sing the whole soundtrack.
Okay.
Wow.
By myself in the car.
Did you see the new movie?
Yes, but like I like the old soundtrack because I know it better.
I thought they're the same songs.
They're the same. Well, there's some additional songs.
Yeah.
I actually didn't like the new movie.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
I
was
thought
like, it's a cut-for-cut remake. I'm like, I'd rather just see the...
It's nostalgic. Like, it's nostalgic. That's all it is. For me.
It was just a way for Disney to get more money.
Well, obviously. Why do they do, like, these releases for all the movies? You know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh, secret release of Bambi. Only for a limited time, blah, blah, blah.
You're talking about
remastered release.
Remastered,
Yeah, like that kind of thing.
Bambi in 4K.
Exactly.
See her get killed and all the clever.
All the glory.
See them get shot.
It's
they don't even show it.
No,
you just hear the shot.
Yeah, boom. And then, like, the mom dies.
Oh, my gosh. All right, there we go.
It's so vulgar.
I don't have a guilty pleasure for music. I mean, I love country music, and most people don't. But I don't like the new country music. I like the two-stepping old school.
All right, let me ask you this:
country music.
When you're driving down the street with your windows open, what's the song that comes on that you pull up your windows?
Pull up?
Yeah.
I don't have a song that I
like roll up your windows.
I'm in concert. Once I get in my car, I'm in concert. I have zero shame. Like I am in concert. I'm belting it out. I'm Christina Aguilera and got Jack on me. Like I'm.
What about you, Val? What about
it depends. Like if Mark Anthony's Preciosa comes on, I'm rolling up the windows.
Because you're belting that?
Because I'm belting it out.
And not because you're belting it. I want to know if you were like ashamed of a song.
Oh no.
So you have no shame either.
No, not really. I don't sing in front of Gio because he doesn't like to see people's faces when they sing. Like it's like this really weird thing that he has. Like he kind of makes a face.
So what? Does he look away, or does he look at the wall?
Like he doesn't look. He looks away, or he leaves the room.
I just see him like turn around and stare at a wall while he's singing.
I don't even sing in front of him. No, he doesn't do karaoke.
Man, Gio, we need to do
I've
karaoke.
heard him sing, but like in the shower, but not like in front of me.
That's gross.
That's funny.
That's gross that he's cleaning himself.
So listen.
Okay, so guilty pleasure wise, Val can appreciate this. In Sex and the City, Carrie Bradshaw talks about single girl tendencies.
Yeah, how she stacks a pack of saltines and eats them standing up while reading her magazines.
I didn't remember all that, but yes, Val.
Not that I've seen it 20 times.
Mine that I do when nobody's home is I have a thing for infomercials. It's so random. Oh my gosh. I just like watching infomercials. So like when nobody's home and it's just me, I will legit watch infomercials for
What's
like
your
hours.
favorite infomercial currently? Or of all time?
It's not that I like certain ones. I like the guy that's like, he's like British and he's like, and it's so amazing, or Australian or whatever, and he's like always screaming and everything excites him, like from the copper pan to the DD7 or whatever it's called, that's a miracle laundry cleaner. Like it's always something.
Man.
But it's just him. He's like always on 12 about everything.
It's like, is it really hard to flip an egg?
Yeah, and he's so overly
really
dramatic.
Is.
It's really hard to flip
Let's
an
talk
egg.
about it,
You
though.
struggle trying to flip the egg. It's stuck to the pan. Well,
Not
this
only
pan, you
eggs.
can flip
Nobody
it in
can-
2
pancake.
seconds.
Nobody can make cardboard eggs because you can't get it out of the shell. And every egg he opens, like he cracks into a million pieces. And now those silicone things are out. I bought them, by the way.
She's so excited about them because it's the second week in a row she's talking
Yes,
about it.
I love them. I made them this week for breakfast, and they were like the bomb.com. It was so cool. I just pinched the little silicone, and the whole
So,
egg comes out.
Kevin Hart has this series where he like does different like athletic activities with like a famous person. So like one time he did like sumo wrestling with Conan O'Brien. He did another one, beer yoga with Chance the Rapper.
Oh, wow.
And then he did one with Bill Hader where they bought a bunch of stuff off of infomercials, like exercise equipment, and they tried it.
How'd that work out?
It was hilarious. I think you would like it.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, that
I would have
was
to
really
watch
funny.
that.
But anyway,
All right, guilty pleasures. What about movies?
I like to watch really bad romantic comedies on HBO.
The 80s ones or like the newer ones?
No, like the newer ones that are really bad, or like on Netflix.
Aren't those on at midnight? Like, aren't those
No, you can
soft
get them on
porn-
demand.
soft
No,
porn?
not soft porn.
I've got one for you.
They just have
the
like
cook-off. You
Oh my
gotta
gosh.
watch it. It was so hilarious. Have you seen it? It's got McCarthy, the I can't remember her name. Not Melissa McCarthy. Oh my god! But it was like one of her D movies from before she was famous. But it's awesome.
I just like it to be really bad and
It
predictable.
It is, but it's all the laughs in between because it's so corny.
Yeah. I don't know.
Y'all
I just like
y'all
to
the corny stuff, man.
I like to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I wasted 2 hours watching it, but I'll do it again. Like I think I saw one called like The Christmas Prince or something like that.
Oh, you're a Hallmark movie person, aren't you?
It's
too?
so bad.
You
It
like
was
Hallmark
so
and
bad,
Lifetime
and they're
movies? They're
doing
not
and they're
all
doing
this?
a sequel, which is even worse.
And you're gonna watch it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's nothing to be proud of. So that's
it's
all
a
I'm
guilty
saying.
pleasure.
It's a guilty pleasure. You shouldn't admit. There's some guilty pleasure you should just
Oh
keep
my god!
That's what we're here for.
inside.
What
No.
movie? What movie is it that you watch or TV show that you watch?
The Greatest Showman.
Well, full
Listen,
circle. Don't you love it when the joke comes full circle?
listen.
It's called The Callback.
There you go.
It's okay, man, because women appreciate that I have that sensitive musical side of me. One of my guilty pleasures. I think I have a guilty pleasure for musicals.
Do you? What's your
really
favorite
weird.
musical?
It's probably Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I can't even get through the first 5 minutes of that one. I always fall asleep.
God, I love
I
that
never
movie.
saw it.
That's a guilty pleasure.
I've tried.
Rocky
I had
Horror
friends
Picture
who used
Show.
to want me to go get dressed up and go to that thing they do
Yes,
on City
that
Walk
City
every
Walk.
year. I can't. I always fall asleep. I can never watch it.
You know
It's
they
so
do it
stupid.
like once or twice a month.
No, I thought they did it once a year.
No.
Oh my god, that's too much.
They
Stop
do it like
it.
once or twice a month. But City Walk is actually closing that theater, the AMC.
Really?
They're
Really?
turning it into a Cinemark. So it's, I think, the 15th of
I never
September.
understood the concept because like you have to pay to get in, and
No.
then you have to pay for the movie.
You don't pay to get in.
To City Walk?
After 6 p.m. it's free, and if you're Florida resident, it's like free all day almost.
Not really. No.
Anyway, that's not a guilty pleasure. So back to guilty pleasure. So Rocky Horror Picture Show was my guilty pleasure, and like growing up, I think the first musical I ever saw was My Fair Lady in school with Audrey Hepburn. Oh, she's a guilty pleasure of mine. She's a fantasy. I mean, not anymore.
Listen, we're on radio, so I hope his voice conveyed the face, because the face was everything.
The face is everything. Audrey Hepburn, if you're out there, or a lookalike.
What about food, Val? What was that food you were saying?
Oh my gosh.
What is
Oh,
that?
what's the food thing? Yeah.
It's such a weird, like, guilty pleasure. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I grew up like eating canned spaghetti, like
SpaghettiOs?
spaghetti
Spaghetti meatballs?
spaghetti meatballs, like Chef Boyardee, like
Oh,
all that kind of
nice.
stuff. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So there's a SpaghettiOs that comes with hot dogs, like the Franks.
What?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh,
So it's
what?
it's like something I ate growing
That
up.
is so American. It's not even funny, though. That's about as bad as Beanie Weenies.
But it's not even. It's not even.
What's Beanie Weenies?
Chopped up hot dogs and a can of baked beans, or a can of pork and beans.
But it gets worse. It gets worse.
How's
So
it
my
get worse
mom
than that?
always added a little bit of water to it. So I
So you
add
make
some
it
water.
watery?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
I feel like
My
that
mom
was
always added adobo to the SpaghettiOs. So to this day, if I make SpaghettiOs, I have to put a ton of adobo on top and stir it up.
One of our friends actually would put adobo on his DiGiorno pizzas.
Oh, we
before
do that.
putting 'em in the
Andrew
oven.
does that too.
Why?
Because it adds flavor. It tastes
What?
better.
DiGiorno by itself has flavor.
But no,
DiGiorno's good.
but wait, but this is how mine and Andrew's poor side shows. We would rather have a Tostino's than a DiGiorno. So we will get a DiGiorno and we will sprinkle adobo all over the top, and then Andrew puts a little bit of olive oil in the crust so it gets crispier and pops it in the oven.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's good though.
Popping it in the oven. That sounds disgusting. That all sounds disgusting.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right, what's your guilty food
Okay,
pleasure?
so my guilty food pleasure, and this
Yeah.
always cracks people up because I'm, for those who don't know, I'm a former chef, Le Cordon Bleu trained, and I used to teach there.
Ew.
So, my guilty pleasure, when I had surgery and I couldn't eat solid foods for a month, LV, I don't know if you remember that, I used to dream about being in a restaurant and it was a full buffet and it was every flavor of ramen noodle. I love ramen noodles.
I hate ramen noodles.
Like, I legit adore ramen noodles. Like, I'll eat them regular. I'll eat them really soupy, like soup. I'll scramble eggs in them and make my own egg drop soup. I will go get shrimp and boil shrimp and scallions and make it fancy.
Fancy ramen noodles.
I will get, like, thinly sliced steak and do, like, I'm not kidding. I love me some ramen noodles.
I hate it. It just reminds me of being poor in
college,
college.
yeah.
Yeah. That and Hot Pockets.
Everybody
I
has
ate
their
ramen
stories,
noodles,
but
too.
no, I went to like
I ate
McDonald's.
myself stupid at Hot Pockets. I'm over those. From being poor, I hate Hot Pockets. But ramen noodles I can never get enough of. I don't know what it is.
You know, when I was poor and like in college, I was eating what are those the pizza rolls, Totino's pizza rolls. Oh,
I don't want to tell you what I ate.
those were like $2 or
In
$3
college?
bucks. Those are $2 or $3 for like a 50 pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would last me for like a week in school.
Me and my best friend, we used to like collect our money and go to Wendy's and go hit up the dollar menu, and we would like collectively have a meal.
Oh, that was me in high school.
Yeah. We used to do that in high school, too. Oh
Man,
my
you were
God.
really poor.
That.
I was
and then-
broke.
And then
I used to eat mayonnaise and bread because that's
Oh, we
I
used
could
to do that.
afford.
The wish
Because
sandwich.
this loaf of bread was $1.
I don't know
I
the
ate that
struggle.
for a week.
Apparently, I don't know the struggle of
Okay.
being poor.
So we grew up really, really poor. So there was a couple things. My uncle was super creative because there was like 12 of us, and
Yeah.
he would keep us on the weekends. He had to feed all of us. So there was the wish sandwich, which Val just described, which is a sandwich that because you had the staples in your fridge, right? You open the fridge, there's nothing in there but some mayonnaise and some mustard, right, and lucky some bread, and then we would put like chips, and then you would put it all together, and you would wish you had
for
meat.
meat.
You had a sandwich. It was a wish sandwich.
I would wish for a better meal than
Yeah.
That
mayo and bread.
That, and I still do this, and Andrew, nobody knows I do this. I only do it when nobody's home, and this is so bad.
Guilty pleasure.
This is my uncle, he wasn't a cook, right? So on the very few days that it was freezing in Houston, instead of making us hot cereal, because then he would have to buy cream of wheat or whatever to make it, he would take cornflakes and put it in a bowl with milk and put it in the microwave until it started bubbling and mix it until the cornflakes disintegrated, and
Yeah.
that's our hot cereal, and I still eat that. It's so good.
I just like the same thing with Domino's. Like Domino's was always free on campus, so like I can't eat it like now because I
Yeah,
ate
free
it.
pizza on campus?
Yeah,
What?
they used to give it away for free, and I like
why
I-
were you eating freaking mayonnaise
because it
and
wasn't
bread?
available all the time.
Well,
like-
so it was like specific days?
Yeah, we would specific days or like somebody would be like we.
Well, what you do is you get it and you stock up for like a long time.
That doesn't work
Why not?
because like the whole day they only give you like one slice or two.
You would not
slices.
survive a zombie apocalypse or anything then.
Well,
Because
I
you don't
can-
know how to stock. I'm never playing video games with you.
I know
either,
how
like,
to. I know how to skin a
Val-
chicken.
What
Is
if
it the same thing as skinning
no,
a rabbit?
because if the zombie apocalypse happens, those chickens are going to be infected. So
well,
what are you
then
gonna
I
do
can. I know how to
You're-
grow
Well, isn't that
stuff.
going to be with all food? Yeah, it can grow.
I can grow. I can cook.
I mean,
I know how to make a fire.
The mayonnaise might not be infected, so you could have a wish sandwich. I guess. Maybe that's
Don't
your
hate on
zombie
my wish
apocalypse
I am
sandwiches.
super
Listen,
resourceful.
the wish sandwiches are the bomb.com with Funyuns or Cool Ranch Doritos.
Oh my gosh!
Those are the two best wish sandwiches you'll ever have.
I do not wish that upon anybody.
Nope.
And
I
you-
don't wish that wish sandwich upon anybody.
You have to remember to like smash it so the trips all crumble and get stuck so that it holds
No,
the whole
I
bread
just,
together.
like, I was-
the looks I'm getting
I was
from
simple.
Mike.
The moral of the story: don't be poor.
My roommate used to make he used to make rice water and spam.
Ew.
Like a soupy
Okay, you
rice.
know what? This is getting disgusting now. It's getting disgusting. I'm gonna throw up everything.
like a Spam porridge?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You see, that's gross. Spam
He
is
was like half
disgusting.
Korean. I think that was just a
Who
thing.
are you people? Why are you even-
This is my roommate. I was like, what are you eating? He's like, Spam.
And now we've
water
graduated
rice.
to Starbucks, so there you go.
No, I haven't.
We couldn't have imagined Starbucks back then. We were too broke for that. $5 on a cup of coffee, says who? That's 3 meals.
Yeah, that's true.
Please. I started getting Starbucks when I had a job over there.
I mean, that's usually how jobs work. You get money and then pay for Starbucks.
Yeah, or you get, or the
Good job,
first,
Val.
or like the first week of class when you get all your money in, your grant money.
And you eat like a king.
Yes.
Want to go to Outback?
Like, yo, I'm gonna go to McDonald's and order the actual meal
With cheese.
with cheese and extra bacon
Yes.
with the drink included. And the other day, it would be like I need
Dollar
a
menu.
dollar
Can
menu.
I have
menu.
double
And
cheeseburger
a
that only
water.
has one slice of cheese?
And a large water. Don't give me that stupid water cup. Give me a large.
I'll
thing.
pay a quarter for the.
Is the lemon free? Can I get extra lemons? You got sugar packets? I'm about to make my own lemonade. I used to legit do that.
my God.
Large cup of water, extra lemons.
It's a hack.
Make your own lemonade. It was free.
So we learned a lot about each other today.
Yeah, we did.
I learned how disgusting you two are. With stupid wish sandwiches and spam and rice and your weird friends.
Oh my god.
Like I said, moral of the story, don't be poor. Or you're going to be eating ramen.
Ramen bars.
Ramen bar.
Yeah, have you seen like the ramen burgers?
No.
I don't like that stuff. I don't like crispy ramen.
Listen.
There's a lot of recipes that use ramen cooked crispy or hard, and I hate it.
Those are hipsters that mistakenly burnt their ramen. They're like, you know what? This would be a good concept.
They make a ramen pizza like that too, out of that same bun. They do it in a cookie sheet.
That is the product of someone really high in college who had pizza in one hand and ramen in the other. What if we put this together?
That's usually how.
Oh my god!
That's usually how high stuff works.
I mean, no, I have great ideas and I'm sober as.
There you go.
Well, I have great ideas when I'm sober.
You have great ideas. When
I
you,
know I set myself up for that.
I was waiting for it. I was like, that was the wrong move. That
too
was
easy,
the wrong
Val.
move.
Too easy.
Mike will take anything and
I'll
turn
take
it in-
anything
He
and-
was like, it's like, let me just chop Val up.
Just give me a
Just
little
chop
bit.
her up. Just
Give me a little bit.
Give me an inch and he'll take a mile.
We got a viewer on Facebook says she remembers making lemonade. I guess that's poor.
Yeah,
stuff too?
you didn't used to do that?
Oh, like water, a lemon, and salt?
Excuse me.
Or sugar?
Sugar. So basically, like if you go get a value meal, right, or get a dollar menu meal,
Yeah.
and you ask for the large cup of water, just like Val, I'll pay the quarter. Can I get a large glass of water? And where's your lemon? Because they always have a little thing of lemon somewhere out for the tea.
Oh, those are fancy.
And
fancy
and then
McDonald's.
and then the sugar packets. So you get a whole bunch of lemons. You go grab your sugar packets. You sit at the table. You make yourself some lemonade. You got lemonade. You pay a quarter for the cup.
That is so ghetto.
That was called being broken in college. Stop playing.
So ghetto, bro.
Dollar menu and a lemonade.
I lived in an RV for a month and all we ate was Hot Pockets.
Arby's?
An RV.
Oh, I thought you said Arby's
No,
for
an
a month.
RV for a month. And all I ate was Hot Pockets.
Did you hear Arby's? I heard Arby's.
I lived in an Arby's. I lived by the dumpster.
Val has all the
Give me the
meats. Val has the meats. Okay, well, that is guilty pleasures and disgusting pleasures at the same time. So,
We're just letting you learn a little bit
I don't want to
about
learn.
us.
I'm good with learning. I'm good. Good. Don't want to learn anymore.
Fine.
Don't want to learn anymore. All right. Well, we're gonna actually get into. I don't know if you guys know, in Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff, we love indie artists. We love promoting them. We love having them on the show. We love doing interviews with them. We love listening to new music. So I had the chance actually this week to sit down with artist. His name is Good Friday. He's actually based in Massachusetts, which you'll hear in a minute. We did a short interview, and he also has this new track that just came out maybe a few weeks ago, a month ago I think it was, and it's called So Clear. We have all his info on Facebook, on Instagram, so you can go check him out. But we're going to go ahead and play a short clip of the interview that I had with him, and then immediately after play his track.
Woo-hoo.
So if you are interested in more about him, go ahead and check out our Facebook, our Instagram, and check out I think his handle is @GoodFridayHipHop, if I'm not mistaken. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Right. @GoodFridayHipHop. So check him
sounds right.
out. Check him out, and we'll be right back after this short break here.
We're here with Good Friday. Where did you grow up? Where are you from, and what are you about?
Right now, I'm from Massachusetts, just west of Boston. I pretty much grew up here my whole life. I was born in Brazil, though. I'm Brazilian.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I came up here when I was 5.
So you've been over here a while.
Yeah, I got saved when I was 16. Actually, a visit to Brazil, and my cousin handed me some Christian hip hop CDs, and one of them was KJ5 too.
Really?
Yeah.
We love KJ, man.
Yeah, so I've been saved ever since then.
That's
awesome. I started rapping in my mid-20s, and I just wanted to share the gospel through rap, man.
And how long have you been doing it now?
I've been doing it for 10 years, but really grinding 2-3 years.
That's awesome. Now, how would you describe your style? Would you consider it maybe that you emulate from someone else, or that you look up to somebody as far as influences are concerned?
Influences, man. Well, I really like Andy Mineo. He influences me a lot. Some NF. I like. Obviously KJ5 too.
Yeah.
Really, what I'm about is just I want to encourage others to pursue their God-given gifts, because everybody has a gift, and a lot of Christians don't either know what their gift is, or they're just afraid to pursue their gifts, just because they let outside noise or outside negativity keep them from doing it. And here I am pursuing mine, and it's hard. It ain't easy, but I just want to share people my journey and hopefully encourage them to do the same thing.
Now, let's talk about this single that you have, So Clear, for a minute. And what was your main inspiration for the song?
I started pursuing other endeavors as well with my dreams. I wrote a few short story ebooks. I'm working on a novel. I started a podcast, and I'm also video blogging. It's I had an epiphany with God, where God kind of shook me and said, why are you holding out on your gifts and not going all in? Because if you're going all in for Christ, you should go all in with your gifts that God has given you.
That's right. Yeah.
So, that's where that song came from. It's it finally became so clear to me that I need to go all in with these gifts.
Now, what's next for you, would you say? Where do you see yourself going with your art and with the music?
I'm working on a new EP right now. My goal is to try to release at least 3 EPs a year, a few singles. I want to be consistent with my music and continue with my podcast. I have a weekly podcast called #LivingIt, which is about talking about my journey and inspiring other people to pursue their gifts.
Beautiful, man. Well, hopefully, we'll be seeing you down here in Florida sometime soon. I don't know if you've made the trip before, but
I have not. The only time I've been in Florida is when I made a stop in Orlando when I went to the Bahamas when I went on my honeymoon. That's the only time.
Yeah,
But I would, if somebody wanted me to do a show, I would go, and I pay my own way. I have no problem doing it.
We may hold you to that, man. We may hold you to that.
Yeah, definitely, man.
All right, man. That was Good Friday, and here's his single, So Clear. We're going to be playing it here on Locura Radio. Good Friday. We appreciate your time. I appreciate you giving your all here for us. Yeah, and we'll go ahead and play that now. This is So Clear once again, Good Friday.
It has really been coming clear to me lately. For real, man, this is what I'm supposed to do. It's not a hobby no more. It's time to go in. I can see it clear. Yeah. Let me get this started, let me get this straight. What can I rap about if I can't rap about my faith? What does that mean in hip-hop when you're labeled as a fake? Is it not spitting for populace, or maybe it's a mistake? I rap about my struggles, rap about my fears. Transparency, you won't listen what I gained in my years. I hope you get my vision when it's in your ears. Yo, I know what I want in life to be finally clear. For so long, I thought I had it right. It's about finding the right beat, I can flow on it all night. When you hear this, I pray that it's something that you really like. Yo, I love my Jesus, but I rap for him when there's no light. Criticism, I walk with open heart. Who knows, maybe one day you'll see me climbing the charts. Come back in 5 years, you'll see that I haven't stopped. I got more to say, so you mic drop. So clear. So clear. So clear. So clear. So clear. I see it so clear. I know I got the vision. I can see it so clear. So clear. I see it so clear. It came in my dreams. I can see it so clear. Don't get it twisted. I'm aware of all my flaws. I'm going through them right now. I hope you hear it in my bars. A million years from spitting like Nas, but I don't wanna be like him. So this is what you got. I'm not afraid to admit that I am wrong. Hip hop is a tough game. You can see all that I've lost. I'm geared up. I'm ready for this ride. Intimidate me all you want. I'm not gonna hide. Fine. Let me be real, at times I feel I fail. But when I'm dying, I don't want this to be my final tale. I'm grinding till our haste and coffin gets its final nail. So I stand up from the ashes, I don't want to get so still. Why? Christians are supposed to buckle under pressure. I got the strength of the Lord, the strength you cannot measure. Hit me over the head, we'll lose until my noggin's bleeding. You'll see me rise again, my spirit, so go on living. So clear. So clear. So clear. So clear. So clear. I see it so clear. I know I got the vision. I can see it so clear. So clear. I see it so clear. It came in my dreams. I can see it so clear. So clear.
Oh, hey, Frank Rose here. If you're like me, you drive around a lot. And sometimes when you're driving, it gets pretty lonely. You know what I do? I hop over onto iTunes, download Locura Radio Show, and enjoy the company. We're also on Google Play and Stitcher. So, hey, doesn't matter what kind of phone you have. You can listen to us, and we'll listen to you. Because that's what friends do. Enjoy.
Locura Radio Show. Oh, it's 11 o'clock, top of the hour. We just heard good Friday hip hop. How did you guys like that? Like the track? It was a good track, right?
Really awesome, yeah.
He went pretty hard. I like it. So we have nerd is the word this week.
Yay!
It's gonna be a special edition because September is full of wonderful things in the nerd culture. I guess y'all didn't know that, but that's okay. I guess I'm excited.
I do.
Well, yeah, your husband is.
Because I'm married to a nerd.
Okay. Can you tell us that every week again, Val, please? Can you tell us every hour about your husband? Can you tell us every 10 minutes about Gio? Just come on the show.
What can I say? Like, you talk about what you know.
Well, you know what? I don't know your husband like that, okay? So
you're gonna by the end of the show, so shut it.
There's a fourth chair right there, empty chair. Gio, get up, get some coffee, be on the show. That's it. That's my nerd's the word. And we'll be right back. No, I'm kidding. All right, so nerd's the word. Today is September 1st. Beautiful month of September. It's like right in between the summer, the fall. Or when does fall start? Does anybody know?
It's towards the end of September.
Mid-September or end of September? Okay.
I thought it was August.
No.
Oh. I thought the day after Labor Day was the official day of
Well, officially no.
Oh,
officially,
okay.
No. That just means people go to school. People go to school at the time. All right, so as a nerd, one of my favorite all-time games video games that I've ever played is Halo. I don't know if anybody knows of Halo in this room. Maybe have dated somebody that likes Halo.
Yes. Unfortunately.
That had unfortunate breakups or fights over Halo because your husband or boyfriend are spending too much time playing Halo. This is from personal experience. But anyways, Halo, they have this game. It's called Halo Master Chief Collection, and it's a collection of all the Halos basically in one. It's a wonderful, beautiful thing. Now, when it first came out, it had a lot of problems, but they just updated it today with a 4K release, so it looks better, it plays better, it sounds better, and it's also starting today available on what they call Xbox Game Pass. So Xbox has this Game Pass. It's kind of like Netflix, where you have like hundreds of games available for you at like a low price. It's $9.99 a month, $10 a month, and you get to play all the games that you want. So Halo is available on that. Additionally, they announced Xbox. If you don't have an Xbox out there, now's the time to get one. They have something, a monthly plan. It's called Xbox All Access. What you get is a new Xbox system, a brand new system. You get the Xbox Game Pass that I just talked about, plus 2 years of Xbox Live, and you pay $21.99 per month. And you basically pay off your Xbox in this. And there's no down payment or anything required.
Wow.
So, I don't know. This is like replacing an annual pass for like Disney or Universal. Don't you pay the same price for like a Universal? Don't you have a Universal pass?
I used to. When I lived
yeah,
on
how
that
much
side
did
of
you pay
town.
for that pass?
$14 a month.
Yeah. So $7 more, you get an Xbox.
Ooh.
So you can play.
So exciting.
You can play with your husband that's in the other room and have some bonding time together.
Yeah.
Be a good wife.
That's what we do.
In that way. Okay.
Well, he wants me to play video games with him.
That's what I'm saying. You can play video games in the same, like in different rooms. You have Xbox Live, so you play online together in different rooms.
Right. Well, he
doesn't want to see your face. He just wants you to spend time with him playing video games. You could be across the world. He wouldn't care. He's like, oh, my babes, I'm playing Call of Duty with me.
Oh yeah, but I've asked him to teach me how to play Call of Duty.
No, we can't teach you at this age. No.
Well, I mean,
it's like being a Jedi. Like the same thing.
No, he accepts so quick. No.
Listen.
After 9 years old, you can't learn.
I played Halo when I was much younger.
Did you play and win, or did you just like
no,
walk around?
I attempted to play and I got killed every time.
Exactly.
However,
So
I was making
playing.
an attempt.
You were dying.
Whatever. I did play Madden and I did win.
Really?
Yes.
When?
I have friends that will tell me when I was in college they had Madden tournaments. And I beat my best friend, who was a guy.
He let you.
No, he did not.
Because he
was very upset that I beat him.
He wanted a piece of that.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
That's what gamers do. It's like, hey, girl, you sexy. I'll let you win. But they don't say it in their head.
One time he saw a picture of me. He's like, you look cute in this picture. I was like, wow.
Was it Walker?
Wow. Like, he didn't, I'm not his type. Let's just put it that way.
My gosh.
Anyways,
he let you win because he wanted. He wanted some time.
Oh my
okay,
gosh.
anyways. And now.
All about sex.
Also, September 4th, which is, I guess, Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday the 4th. There's this game called PUBG that everybody around the world is playing. If you're not playing it, then you're either lame or one of the hosts in this room, one of the female hosts.
Shut up.
He's always trying to kill somebody's vibe.
Right?
What? You're the vibe killer in here and joke killer. Dad joke anonymous over here. You need to go over there.
Sometimes I think he secretly hates me.
No, it's not a secret. It's not. Publicly, I hate you.
Now, children. Now, I will put you both in the get along shirt.
In the what?
The get along shirt.
A get along shirt?
Oh, come on.
Is it like a big shirt?
It's a big T-shirt when your siblings would fight. Okay, granted, that's like a white people thing, but we're sticky.
That's definitely a white people thing.
Sticky in the get along shirt. Our parents just used to beat the hell out of us, but whatever.
My shirts are too tight. I didn't have anything.
Stick you in the both, so you have to be stuck in the same shirt together until you get along.
That never happened.
And then you have
there was a chancleta that said you better behave.
You better get along. And a belt.
Did your mom make you guys kiss and say sorry?
No.
I do that to Praven and Lily when they fight.
No.
I get the chancleta, and then when I'm done, I make them both kiss and say sorry.
No.
Listen, I was having a conversation with
I'm that mom.
With somebody. I'm not going to say who because you already know who. I was having a conversation, and he was saying that, whenever your mom hit you, you're like, whatever, But, like, as soon as your dad was going to go out and hit you, like, you would, like, run screaming. Because it hurt more.
Mm.
No?
No.
Well, for me, it did.
That's because you're a wimp.
Okay, my dad is a military officer. You think it's like not painful?
I think in all fairness,
my dad played piano, so he had soft hands.
Oh no, my dad did not have soft hands.
In all fairness, like I would cry if my dad yelled at me, just because my dad never got mad. And if my mom was like screaming at the top of her lungs like a crazy person and throwing things, I would just stare at her. That's what she did all the time.
That sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
So what else? What else is in the nerd story?
Sorry.
Go off onto this tangent.
Yeah, I let y'all have your fun to get involved because y'all were like falling asleep over here.
Well, I know. I'm not allowed to buy a cell phone during this time until the new one is released.
No one cares about cell phones.
You don't care about like the new Samsung?
Nope.
Or
I don't.
the new iPhone?
Nope, I don't. Actually, there's a call that's happening very soon. Actually, I think this week with Apple.
Yep.
So you got to tune into that. It's going to be live at the Steve Jobs Theater.
Wow.
In California.
There's a Steve Jobs Theater?
I wouldn't.
Steve Jobs
I
Auditorium.
wouldn't expect any less.
I don't know, something.
Well, I saw that the Apple Watch is going to have a bigger face.
You should just get better eyes, I think. Apple Watch do not need bigger.
You ever notice there's a trend of like everything gets real big and then they make it
real small.
And then they make it real big and then they make it real small.
Story of my life.
But thin. You're like, dude, get over
thinner.
it.
They want it thinner.
I want it thicker.
You want it thicker or
like
they want it thicker.
Oh my
God. You set yourself up for that.
No, they got it thicker. They got it.
Jesus.
They already got it.
Here we go again.
They want it sleek and thin. I'm like, no, thick all day.
He's red, you guys.
I'm done.
Woo. Oh my god.
All right, anyways, back to nerd stuff.
So this is Michael's segment. He is red.
Thick is the word. This is the name of the segment now. Anyways, PUBG, which is a very popular game, on Tuesday has its physical disc release copy. Now, if you don't know about the story of PUBG on Xbox, it's been in previews for a long time, which means that it's like being tested out all the time and has a bunch of flaws and stupid things happening. Like, I don't know, you just end up in the sky for some reason. So anyways, it's going to be updated with the final version on the 4th, along with a new map and some new DLC. Also, a movie that just came out yesterday called Kin. I don't know if you guys seen the previews to this.
No.
It's called Kin. It's from the producers of Stranger Things.
Ooh.
Not the directors, but the producers. And it has to do with actually this kid who witnesses a crime. This African American kid, and his siblings and father are actually white. And it has to do more of a sci-fi thing, but there's some underlying tones about race in there and being an interracial family and the struggle of that as well. So it's a very interesting concept.
Sci-fi getting political? Uh-oh.
Sci-fi getting political. Everything's getting political
it's like
nowadays.
This Is Us. Or like Shameless.
I know This Is Us. I don't know Shameless.
I've heard of Shameless, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just
no one's seen it. Val has too much time on her hands. So.
She got good recommendations, though.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Just saying.
Not about that. What did you eat? That stupid.
I told you it's a guilty pleasure from my childhood. Don't even throw me under the bus.
Nope.
Everybody has their own. I'm sure.
What are you?
You didn't even mention what you like to eat. That
you know what? We're in a different segment. We're
what's like nerd wise? What's your binge watch thing right now? What are you watching? What's your
binge watching right now?
You know, it just came out yesterday.
What came out?
Ozark. Have you seen it?
No, Val. No, I haven't seen Ozark.
It's with Jason Bateman.
I don't have time to watch every single show that's out there. Oh my gosh.
I mean, you're in a hotel room 90% of the time. What else do you have to do?
No
well, never mind.
shows.
I'm sure you do other things.
I do a lot of things.
Oh my gosh.
Nerd is the word.
I just hope you're getting tested. That's all.
Well, but it's just him. I know I'm clean. I ask myself all the time. Yo, you clean? Yeah, I'm clean, dog. Let's do this.
think Mike likes to be surrounded by women.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, pretty accurate.
Oh jeez.
He's on a roll today.
I'm done.
Yeah, he is.
Okay,
God.
last bit of news since we're talking about Eminem. Eminem's new track or album came out. He has a track on there actually called Venom, and it's for the movie Venom that's coming out. I think in October. It is.
You're looking at the wrong person.
I know, I'm looking at terrible people right now. Okay, so Eminem recorded a song about Venom on his track, which is awesome. So Eminem's going to be in the Venom soundtrack. And also, I forgot to mention that Pottery Barn. Pottery Barn.
October 5th.
That's not nerd as the word.
Is that ladies?
It's too expensive.
Yeah, ramen. Spam rice over here, lady. What are you?
I go to Target.
What'd you eat? I forgot what you ate.
I'm not going to tell you again. Nat almost threw up.
What was it? What did she eat?
I don't like the mayonnaise and bread.
Oh,
mayonnaise
yeah,
and bread.
mayo and bread. Disgusting.
It's the SpaghettiOs.
I honestly don't think that's as bad as the porridge spam. That's disgusting.
No, that's disgusting. So Pottery Barn is too expensive for Val because she eats mayo and sandwiches. Mayo sandwiches. October 5th is Venom, yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pottery Barn just released their Harry Potter collection.
Ooh, not going to happen.
It is beautiful.
Ooh, that gives me ideas. Praven wanted a Harry Potter room. I have to go check it out.
It's amazing. Yes, they actually have some
Google
awesome...
time.
Yeah, my sister actually sent me a picture of this bedroom, and she's like, this is my niece, her daughter, her new bedroom. It's beautiful. They have like gold
your niece
snitches
has a beautiful
everywhere.
name.
Valerie.
Oh, it's so
that's
gorgeous.
unfortunate. Oh no! Thank God she wasn't named after you. She was named after the Amy Winehouse song. Were you named after Amy Winehouse?
No, I was named after Valerie Bertinelli.
Ooh.
Is she white?
She's Italian.
She's Italian.
What'd she do?
I just pulled it up.
She used to be in the show called One Day at a Time in the 80s.
One Day at a Time?
Yes. And now she has a cooking show on
the
Food Network.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's called something with Valerie.
So there you go. Cooking with Valerie. Sounds about right. Are you looking at the Harry Potter beds?
I am, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Did you see?
The snitch alarm clock.
Yes, the snitch, the golden snitches
and
everywhere.
And the 4-poster beds that have the fairy lights, and oh my god.
And the always pillows. Oh
yep, they have Patronum sheets, so if you want the lighter color.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they even have the bunk beds.
That's what I'm saying. So go out to Pottery Barn.
Beautiful.
Spend your money on some Harry Potter collections.
They just totally got free advertising. I love them.
Pottery Barn. We love you, Pottery Barn. I love you. And that's about it.
We take tips.
So that was Nerded the Word. You take tips?
I said we take tips.
I don't take tips.
We take tips. We take sponsorships.
Oh, there you go. Sponsorships. There you go. That's
nobody got that except
No, we weren't paying attention.
Nobody was listening.
I don't want to get it.
I said, I'm going to repeat it for everybody to hear it.
Oh, Jesus.
So they...
Isn't there like a song break or something?
Yeah.
I hope it's coming soon.
That's like, no.
Really?
We're going to get taken off
this
there.
Conversation going?
Nowhere.
Go home.
Nowhere.
This is what happens when Mike has his own segment.
Here we go. So our next segment is PDA. It's very appropriate. PDA, yes or mess. So we'll get into that topic in just a moment, right after this commercial break. So enjoy.
Enjoy.
Hey, this is Reese. Don't forget to check us out at locuraradio.com and follow us on Snapchat and YouTube for exclusive shenanigans at Locura Radio.
Hey, welcome back, Locura fam. This is Val. I'm hanging out with Mike and Reese and a little bit of Nat on the side.
Ooh, a little bit, man. Just
Come on, man. I thought we left this in the last segment.
Just a little bit, man.
She's been moving around. I thought I would introduce her.
Nothing wrong with a little Nat.
She's
on
making
the side.
making a little noise, so I might as well be like, "Who's that?"
Trying to answer herself.
That's a new segment. I'm about to add myself on your show.
Well, I mean, this segment might pique your interest a little bit. We're going to be talking about PDA, yes or mess.
Public displays of affection.
All right, public displays of. So, Nat, how do you feel about public displays of affection? Yes.
I am like when I'm out with my girl, I'm all over her. Like my hands all over her.
Oh,
We're next to each other. I can give her a kiss on the cheek and like kiss her and show her love. But if she has too many glasses of wine, she wants to make out, and I have to stop it. And I'm like, and she's like, you're afraid to love me. So then I keep going, and then I open my eyes and look around. Everyone's staring at us, but then we get like free glasses of wine, and like they bring us champagne. Yeah, so and everyone's extra nice. Well, obviously, last week we were on I Drive at Del Frisco's, and I mean they love us there. And I'm like, every time we come here, it's a show. Like they know what's up. So it is what it is.
Listen,
I mean,
that sounds like a deep-rooted issue. You're afraid to love me. Ooh.
Well, what it is like I kind of back off a little bit. She's not like that. So she's all for PDA. She does not care who's around, when's around. I am just a little bit more reserved. I'm like, all right, I don't want to go like hardcore right now, but if you want to, then I mean, I can't say no.
I've made out before in public, and it's fine.
Yeah.
As long as you're not, like letting fingers roam and.
No, it doesn't get that crazy.
Exactly.
We just kiss.
Not for me. Not for me either.
My
fingers roam, but not in a public place.
I mean, I don't remember the last time I had a full make out session in public.
That's because you're married.
That's true.
So messed up.
That's true.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest though. Like with marriage, things change a little bit.
Yeah, he doesn't even hold my hand that much.
You're
anymore.
not as okay. Now, first of all,
we had this discussion.
We live in
already.
Orlando. And it is hot. It's hot as balls out here, okay? You can't be holding hands, especially I've gone to Disney with some girls. They're trying to hold hands. I'm like, yo, you sweaty. I'm sweaty. There's tourists everywhere.
Don't touch me.
Let's go to a small world and we'll hold hands through the boat ride. It's cold. There's AC.
Hold
we get outside,
hands and it's a small world.
Yeah. When we go outside,
you could do some soft groping in the small world.
What?
Wow. Oh my gosh.
No, you can't.
Yes,
why not?
you can.
It's so dark. It's so open. A small world is
it's
the
dark.
No, it's not.
I mean,
when's the last time you went on
It's
a small
world after?
It was high school. It was high school.
No, Haunted Mansion, you can be doing some groping on that.
Yeah. That and the Epcot
walk,
right?
the Spaceship Earth?
Yes.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I did a lot of groping.
Oh, my God. Plotting places to make
out.
No,
I mean...
Shout out to Disney and make
when
it
I
out.
was in high school,
You're gross.
Shut up. You're talking about the same thing. Give me a break.
No, you're gross.
Whatever.
Oh,
That's
my
gross.
God.
You're married. You shouldn't be talking about that.
Okay, so safe to say Mike does not believe in PDA.
In public... Oh, I do. I do PDA.
Mm-hmm.
Just not that far.
What's your limit?
Making out.
So you will or won't make out?
I will.
You will. Okay, but that's normal then. So what are you against? Obviously, if your hands are down somebody's pants, that's not okay. But
yeah, that's not okay.
Okay, so what are you being?
I mean, in a public place, okay, we gotta go to the bathroom if we want something like that.
Oh my God,
the bathroom?
That's so raunchy.
Depending on where we're at.
The bathroom's so dirty.
Well, depending on where you're at.
I mean, is your face going in the toilet? I don't understand. How does that work?
Oh, that's gross.
Well, then how do you do it in the bathroom? Do you sit on the nasty
Do
toilet?
one in the bathroom.
Mike, don't act like you've never done it in the bathroom.
Listen, I've done it in one bathroom.
How'd you do it?
How?
He's run the mile.
That's probably one of the only places I've never done it, and it's so gross I can't fathom it. So I'm always curious
Listen,
when people
it was
say
a
they've done it in
nice
the bathroom.
bathroom.
But how?
It was a night. They were gonna do nice things.
There was an attendant in attendance.
So you gave the attendant a show?
No, because it wasn't like we just went in the bathroom. Like we went in the stall.
Oh my God!
Closed the door.
Yeah,
went
the
up
stall
against
that's open on the bottom and open on the top.
So?
Oh my God!
We can
Those are the
see
show.
you.
If you really want to try, I will hear you next door stepping on toilet seats like, ooh, let me see. And then I hear the wall.
Yo, how creepy would that be?
You're already shaking the wall. You're not going to hear nothing.
All you do, you grab a leg.
Oh, here we
wrap it
go.
around you, just one leg. She's on one leg. You're on two legs.
Oh my gosh, he's
Things
giving
happening.
us. He's giving us.
I'm giving you tips.
This is what you asked for.
This is what you
I
asked
asked
for.
for. I got what I asked for. So, Val, how do you feel about it?
I mean, gosh, married life is so weird. So,
is it, Val?
It's like, okay, so he'll give me a quick peck, but he doesn't just like what Mike said. Like we'll hold hands, but then he'll get sweaty and let go of my hand. So then there's that, and
Nobody
then,
wants to hold sweaty hands.
That's what I'm saying. He gets sweaty really fast, so it lasts 5 seconds.
Well, enjoy the 5 seconds that you can. Make it count.
And a quick peck every now and then. But no, I don't remember the last time we even made out. 6 years ago, maybe.
Wow.
Girl, you better go home and make out today.
Make
Stop
out
playing.
No, because making out in the beginning of a relationship is different than when you're in a relationship. Because in the beginning,
but you
because in the beginning you're not.
There's anticipation
Because you're not going to
not
sleep with each other or you're holding out, or
Wait,
hopefully you're holding out.
Okay, when does that happen? That's when you're married, you're saying?
Like, you don't make out anymore. It just automatically goes to sex.
Why?
Why?
Because I don't know.
But that's like, you know,
That's the
that
foreplay.
heats up
Yeah,
and gets
yeah.
you to where you going.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna be
She needs
honest.
more foreplay in her life.
Yeah, I think
foreplay's
it's my
overrated.
everyday life, so I don't have a choice.
I think foreplay's overrated.
What? Get out of my studio.
I'm angering all kinds of people today. I just
Until
don't
you have
I don't
some fun.
enjoy it. I'm like, let's just because I enjoy like the act more than I
So
enjoy
you're
like
impatient. So it's your fault. is
It's
what you're
my
saying.
fault. Yeah.
Okay.
I like the act more than I like the heating up. To
Everybody's
the act.
different. Who am I to
Yeah.
judge?
Everybody's different. That's
Okay.
true. It's true. Everybody's different.
Everybody likes different stuff.
Yeah.
But
So-
the making out and stuff, it isn't necessary, but it does make it a little better and testifies that you get like in a zone, you start, you feel each other. It's a little more passionate. What can I say?
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right, Reese, why are you so quiet over there?
I just said I agree.
Yeah, Reese is real
When
quiet.
me and
No,
Andrew-
but you haven't spoke.
I
You
thought this
haven't
was like
said
your topic.
anything.
When me and Andrew were dating, like, yeah, like it was, he didn't really have like a fear of PDA at all, like at all. Not like, there's no actual acts going on, like like what
Did
you're
y'all
talking
make
about.
out?
Yeah, but he
Was
would
he like groping?
I
Was
mean,
he
he
groping like
had
a
no
Ariana
qualms with
Grande
like
grope?
smacking my ass or butt. Sorry, or like being. or being
Let it all out, girl. Let it all out.
We're off there. We're done.
He has no court. Yeah, but
Did
now,
he
like
grope
Val
you?
said, that
Did
when
he-
you're married, like
Ariana Grande. grope
You guys
Yeah, he
scare
would.
me.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. Like, I'm all over my girl. I'm like
That's
every
because you're
day.
nasty, Nat. Go.
Nasty net. That's a new
Pay
name.
attention to our music. Don't be nasty on the air. It's
Oh
not that kind
my!
of show. It's not the kind
You're
of show.
the nastiest person in this room.
Please,
Mr.
Mr.
Bathroom.
My twins. I love my girls.
I
Yo.
love my girls too, though.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you're about to
In
kick
the
us
bathroom.
out, like, because
just a second ago you were taking auditions. Get out of here.
I mean, if you're interested, send us an email. Info at
One thing I can say though is like, it's not that I'm scared. It's just like I don't like the fact that after people get married, things change. Like people get comfortable, and I don't like
agree.
that. Like I want the passion. I like the spark. I like everything. Like my girl always says this thing like, "Oh, live out your fairy tale." But I'm a very like passionate person. I need that making out. I need that. Oh, hit on me, still flirt with me, or hold out on me, make me want it a little more, but like don't leave forever.
You know what I think too? It's funny because I think when I don't know why PDA, especially like I've seen it with married people, they don't do it as often, or even couples. Couples don't do it as often either. I don't think outside. I think it's more when you're younger, especially like high school. Like you didn't care where or what you were doing. You're just
No,
like,
because you didn't
or in
have any
college,
privacy anyway.
or in college or in bars. You're drunk, whatever.
because
like there's always PDA there.
you're full of hormones and alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Hormones
the
and
difference.
alcohol. That's
Hormones and alcohol.
That's what does the PDA
But I was
thing.
gonna say, like, it could be like your love language. So maybe Nat's is or LV. I don't know.
Physical touch.
Physical touch.
Yes.
Mine is quality time. So like just chilling, hanging out, drinking, having conversations. Like Gio and I can talk for like hours. So that's like what I enjoy.
Quality time.
Quality time.
That's
Mine.
cool.
Oh, when I took the test, it was split.
Between
Quality time and physical touch or
I'm gonna have to
affection.
take that test. If I had to guess, I would say mine is more physical touch, though.
So that's.
'Cause
I
you
mean,
nasty too.
when you don't.
I'm just kidding.
Right. That's how you
Raunchy
feel love.
Reese
She's
and
like,
Nasty
I didn't
Nat.
deny it.
I sure didn't.
Nasty Nat and Raunchy Reese is what we're gonna
Oh
call
my
you guys
God.
now. Y'all gonna have a show.
So
I'm down.
Sure, we might get kicked off air. I
Well,
know
I was gonna
Reese
say,
too
if
long.
you don't get your love language fulfilled, then you don't feel love, then you feel like there's a void in your life. So,
Yeah,
get
I
that
agree.
checked.
Yep, I
Get
agree.
that checked.
Get what?
Get it checked.
Get
Like-
it checked or get
But
an
I-
Xbox.
You gotta
If
make
it-
sure you're both on the same
Yeah,
same pattern. If not,
understand.
one of you
Yeah.
feels there's you have a void. There's something missing, and it causes a backlash. So yeah.
Yep. Causes a void in your marriage. You feel like you don't love the person, blah, blah, blah. They do things they're not supposed to. Next thing you know,
Oui.
Damn, that's scary.
It's true. It's true.
It is. Look, I've been in some places in my relationship where I felt like that, though. Like, this kind of like the spark is gone. Things don't feel right, but I'm just naturally a smooth person. I'm not going to let it go that far where we end up, like, leaving each other over something you can easily fix. Like, if you actually take the time and put the effort into your relationship, it could be completely different.
That's the key, taking the time and making an effort.
And make out in public.
And making out in
Yes.
public. Hey. Nasty now.
Are y'all going out after this? Because y'all really in sync today.
Who?
Them two, they're in sync
Oh, that's
today.
yeah.
You can't separate them.
I was gonna say, but yeah, if you actually read the book, it talks a lot about like fulfilling the love. I'm talking about the 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman.
Yeah, it's a good.
But
book.
you can also take the quiz online. It's really it takes less than
Shout
5
out to
minutes.
Gary Chapman.
Yeah, it's a really good book.
All right. Well, that was nice. That was nice.
That was nice.
So, moral of the story is, make out in public more. So Nasty Nat can watch you, and Raunchy Reese can laugh at you. That's what's going on. So, anyways, we are close to closing out the show in just a few minutes. But when we come back from our quick break, we got some announcements before we go off the air. So make sure you tune in and enjoy.
Enjoy.
Hey, Frank Rose here again. Yeah, I know. I'm interrupting your podcast, but listen, do us a favor. Go over there and subscribe. Click that button. Follow us. Rate us. Judge us. Just give us the brutal, honest truth. We want to be judged. We want to be judged. I mean, you can write something nice. That'll be cool, too. All right, peace. Enjoy.
And welcome back to Locura Radio Show. We are here at the top of the show, and it's about that time to say goodbye to yesterday.
Oh my gosh, he's singing. Make him stop.
From all our friends here.
So where can they find us, Mike?
Hey, at Locura Radio Show, you can visit our website for all show replays, all of our merch. If you like those shirts that we got with the Locura Radio Show logo, or the one with Sam's face on it. I don't know why you want to wear Sam's face on your face on your shirt, but enjoy. If you like beards on your chest, then cool. Go ahead and shop our merch and submit.
That just seemed like a really bad visual.
I know. I liked it. Anyways, submit your music as well on locuraradio.com. Once again, locuraradio.com to be a featured artist like we had Good Friday on our show today. You can do the same thing. Just go ahead and submit your music there. You can watch and listen live, of course, every Saturday morning on our website and Facebook Live and via the TuneIn app. Just search Indie Jams Radio on there every Saturday morning, and we are live. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Locura Radio Show. Make sure you rate, review, and subscribe to our podcast if you've missed our show or you're listening to us right now. We appreciate you. But we are on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and Stitcher. Just go ahead and search locuraradioshow.com. Last announcement we have, I'll let the ladies take over for this one. We have an event coming up next month. Am I correct?
Yes, on October 10th, we're having a dating mixer, name to be announced pretty soon. TBD at 6:30 at the Grape and the Grain over on Virginia Drive in Mills 50 area.
Is that in the state of Florida?
That's in Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
In Orlando, Florida.
All right.
I don't know the zip code, but we have a lot of really exciting things. We're giving away a free wine bottle and charcuterie board. We are charcuterie.
That's
That's
cheese?
Meat and cheese.
Why don't they just call it that?
Because it sounds fancier.
Why you gotta kill the vibe?
Oh
She
my
was on a
gosh,
flow. Oh my
I'm on a
God.
roll. Goodness gracious.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So this is an opportunity for you to mix and mingle with other singles in Orlando, Florida. If you're looking for that right person for cuffing season, because it's right around the corner. I'm
buddy.
excited. Somebody to keep you warm during the winter time.
Get at your boy.
Mike will be there. Sam will be there, and they're both single.
And I'll have a haircut.
And he'll have a haircut by.
So I'll look fresh.
So he'll look fresh. I don't know why.
Why are you repeating the same thing that I'm just saying? Why is that happening?
I have no idea.
Why is that
Anyway, so if you're in, we'll have more details coming up in the next week. But we are really excited for this event for Locura Radio and getting you ready for cuffing season to keep you warm.
And also getting ready for a season here. Hurricane season is upon us. Make sure you go ahead and check out our sponsor, Racklaw. That's R-A-K, Racklaw. On our website and on our Instagram, social media. Go ahead and follow him. The show, of course, is sponsored by him. So make sure you show some love here locally for him as well. I guess that's about it. We hope you guys had a good show. I know I enjoyed the show.
We had a great show.
We had a really good show.
We had a lot of laughs, a lot of times, a lot of cries, a lot of tears.
A lot of tears.
A lot of heartbreak.
A lot of admission of
nasty foods.
Guilty, disgusting foods.
Disgusting. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for joining us again this Saturday morning. We appreciate y'all again. Stay blessed, stay safe, And we will see you next week live here on Locura Radio Show.
Have a great day, guys. Enjoy your weekend.
Enjoy.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Locura Radio Show. Make sure you check out all of our crazy episodes by subscribing to us on iTunes. Do yourself a favor and subscribe to Locura Radio Show on YouTube for exclusive video content and show replays you definitely don't want to miss. For more info and all of the content, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Be sure to rate and review us. We are Locura, the radio show with good vibes, crazy talks, and positive music.